Welcome back to the planet of Coruscant. Now Coruscant measured over 12,000 kilometers in diameter and orbited relatively far from its small sun, and thus did not have a climate that suited any particular species. From space, Coruscant's luminosity was slightly dimmed by the planet's hazy cloud cover, and its weather patterns were affected by the troposphere-piercing buildings that covered the planet's surface. Inside the tallest buildings, enormous differences of temperature and air pressure from top to bottom produced unusual and unpredictable microclimates. As such, Coruscant developed its own weather control system. Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. So in this one we are taken back to the planet of Coruscant, where we do have to face a squad of Jedi and we do have to use Empire to get a max rewards. So as always, I'll first cover the modifiers, the feats, show you the teams and their mods, and explain some of the key mechanics here to look out for. If you're not interested in all those details, as always there'll be YouTube chapters below, so you can just skip through straight to the battles. I have two battles for you today, so the first one will be a full Empire squad and then the second one will be Darth Revan. But for now let's just start off here with the global modifier, power struggle. So this one is a very funny one because defeating an enemy leader automatically wins the battle. So that's the only thing what you have to do. You do not need to defeat all the enemies. However, because of Jedi Knight Revan there, if you just go straight for Bastila, the saver will trigger, so you really have to take her out twice. So that's why I first prioritized Revan, took him out and went after Bastila then. More about that once we hit the battle, I just thought to mention. And as well, Revan himself, if he marks your leader and they go all out on your leader, they can defeat you that way as well. Just something to bear in mind here with the global modifier. Now the player modifier for the Emperor is probably one of my favorite ones here, just because every time your leader will use a special ability, everybody is called to assist. There's some sort of built-in booming voice data disc sort of for your leader, and you also do get Snowtrooper Operative summoned, which is pretty good. He's got like an AoE dispel, I think, and he can stun as well. So pretty good troop to use. And then Humble Strike, that's a modifier from Jedi. I don't know, Jedi's modifier, to be honest, aren't all that good, but they are a powerful faction, so maybe they don't really need a boost anyways. Okay, so let's look at the feats next. Obviously you have to complete the battle with a full team of Empire units, and then you have to win a battle with at least one light side and one dark side character surviving, and that's why we really need here two battles to get all the feats done. It's not possible to get it in a single one, and that's where I'll be using Darth Revan, and then we have to attempt to inflict damage over times 30 times, which obviously with the Vader in there, that's not going to be an issue at all. Alright, so this is my Empire team that I decided to take in. The reason why I went with the Vader lead here is really for one reason, and that is you cannot ability block or stun Jedi Knight Revan. So in order to keep him under control, I wanted to keep removing turn meter from him so he doesn't get a turn and then possibly mark my Vader and then cause any sort of trouble. He's got an AoE dispel as well. So with Vader's leadership, we do have this 50% chance to remove 20% turn meter whenever we deal damage to the enemy. So they will give us a lot of turn meter removal, hopefully, so we can keep Jedi Knight Revan under control. Because otherwise, all the other guys, Vader's a basic ability now that was changed, has a 100% chance to basically land ability block on Jedi and Rebels, so everybody else will be able to keep ability block, so they can't use their special abilities except Revan. And obviously you will want to use his Force Crush here to keep applying those damage over times to get the feat done. In terms of mods, just standard Vader modding, whatever you got on him. He'll be getting plenty of extra speed from his unique for each Jedi enemy, as well as each Sith and Empire ally, so he'll be pretty fast. Bringing in Thrawn here for the Fracture, so I can just put a Fracture over on Kenobi, so I don't have to keep dealing with his taunts. Also probably do want to have some good speed on Thrawn anyways. Up next I'm bringing in Palpatine. Not really sure how much he will contribute, but remember, if Jedi, their enemies do take a turn, they'll be getting some damage based on their health because of Crackling Doom unique on Palpatine. He can also apply shock on his basic, which is pretty useful. Again, you know, preventing Kenobi from taunting when a fracture is released. He's got an AoE stun. Again, you know, apart from Jedi Revan, hopefully we can get some stuns out there. In terms of, you know, mods and stuff, I really focus for him for potency, just so he can land those shocks and stuns quite reliably, I hope. Bringing in a tank, I decided to bring in Royal Guard because, you know, after his rework, he's actually pretty good in an Empire squad. So why not use him? We have to relic him up for Sith Eternal anyways. And then as a final one, bringing in Piet, his Emperor's Trap will boost offense and potency for your Empire allies. So we'll give them a little bit of an extra boost there. And his AoE there can dispel, which is huge, so you can maybe, again, dispel buffs like taunt or critical damage immunity from Kenobi and things like that. Again, very fast Piet, so we can, you know, quickly get things going. Alright, let's now hop in the battle, and let me just show you how fun this team for me was. That Vader, because of all that extra speed, goes first. You enter Merciless, there you go, everybody call to assist, removing turn meter from Kenobi. Force Crush on Revan, again, all the assists, removing turn meter from Revan. And now we just go around basics, applying ability blocks on everybody, making sure, you know, they don't cleanse, they don't do some AoEs or anything like that. Okay, here we go, and another Force Crush, perfect, more assists, we got a stun and shock on Kenobi. Now we can just go ahead here and dispel Kenobi. Here I was thinking, should I fracture Revan, but at the same time, you know, I'll just fracture Kenobi, we don't want him causing any trouble. Do an AoE, get stuns on everybody except Revan, you cannot stun him. So I'm just trying to now go all out on Revan before he really gets to do much. There you go, another mass attack there. Revan's down for the count, which obviously triggered their bonus turn on Jedi Knight Anakin, but he was stunned, so he didn't really do much. And all we have to do now is take out Bastila and we will win this battle. I'm just trying to keep their Anakin under control and just keep going after Bastila here. She's got critical damage immunity, unfortunately, so decided not to hit her there. Tried that she gets a turn. Did not, because we keep removing turn meter from her. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Another Force Crush. There goes Anakin. Another basic on Luminara there. See if Culling Blade will be enough. There we go. Assist, finish Bastila off. And there we go. That's how quick and easy it was here to defeat the Jedi. To get these feats done, we have to win with a full team of Empire units, as well as apply, what was it, at least 30 damage over time. So it was a very fun here battle, at least for me. All those extra seats from the Empire modifier makes this battle really fun. Alright, so we got one more feat where we have to use at least one light side and at least one dark side unit. Now there are probably plenty of options there, especially, you know, Galactic Legends or whatever. But I thought, you know what, might as well bring in Darth Revan, because Darth Revan was specifically brought into the game to counter the Jedi at that time with Jedi Knight Revan and Bastila. So they should handle this without any issues. And then for the fifth one, just bringing in Rose, really. You need a light side character just for fun, for the memes, right? Because apart from feeding her to the Rancor, we don't really get to get all much use out of her. As you see in my Revan, not particularly fast, but it doesn't really matter because of HK in there, because of his unique loyalty to the Maker. Enemies with protection up cannot gain bonus turn meter, so they will not be, the enemies will not be able to get 15% bonus turn meter in beginning of the battle with Bastila's lead. So you don't need to have extra fast characters. Instead, what I did there was, because I had slow Revan, I do have a faster Malak, so Malak can go first and dispel the pre-taunt on Kenobi, because, you know, Jedi tanks under Bastila lead will have a pre-taunt, and then you can go ahead, target Basti and apply fear on everybody. So that's what I'm doing here, dispelling the taunt on Kenobi, putting fear on everybody, get more debuffs out there with Bastila. And then, you know, Rose, whatever. Basic, special ability, doesn't really match, doesn't really do anything. Join AoE here. And again, trying to take out Revan first. Okay, because remember, his savior will trigger if you take anybody else first. So I'm just doing Wild Lightning here. See if I can do a drain on Revan. Alright, got rid of his bonus protection at least. Keep pushing through, can't ability block him unfortunately. I'm going to save big hit there from HK because Revan's got damage immunity. Now because of corrupted battle malediction, Revan was not able to apply mark on my Malak. Okay, unfortunately we got now Revan below 50% health, and now this triggered the death mark on Bastila, so we're now forced to go after her. There we go, and there goes the savior, so she gets a turn. Let's apply more fear. Alright, another wild lightning here, another AoE. There goes Revan, another death mark on Bastila, so let's just see if we can get her out before she takes a turn, so we can finally complete this and get that max rewards. And there you go guys, that's how easy was this time to get the max rewards. Not just easy, but I also found it fun. Both battles I found quite fun to go through, because sometimes easy is not fun, but this time it was. Alright, hope you find this video useful and helpful, showing you how I completed max rewards in today's challenge. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.